What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and this is Advanced Sports Talk. So, UFC 293 has concluded and is in the books. So now, it's on a somber note, but I got to report it nonetheless, because I report them when they win, so I'm going to report them when they lose. Israel Adesanya was soundly defeated by Strickland. Yeah. Difference maker in the fight, jab, and checked leg kicks. So, Strickland, is a bigger fighter. Well, he has a little bit more muscle, so he had a little bit more power with his strikes. What Izzy normally does when to negate the power is he leg kicks, takes your base away from you, so you can't load up on it as much. But because Sean was checking the leg kicks, that was Izzy's rangefinder, so he couldn't do that. Couldn't do the jab because Sean was beating him with the jab. So, yeah. So Sean had he had an easier time establishing his range. He could get inside when he wanted to. He could stay on the outside if he wanted to, because Izzy couldn't do nothing with him on the outside. So even Izzy's footwork was negated, because it seemed like even because Izzy is more of an elusive fighter. So if an opponent comes in, he's sidestepping. Sean was catching him as he was escaping. So yeah. That was so that was where it was becoming more challenging for him. So, because I've seen he got caught by a few shots as he was sidestepping. And first off, right off the bat, you know how typically first rounds usually go where they feeling each other out and whatnot. Near the end of the round, Sean rushed him. He caught him with a beautiful right cross as Izzy was coming in for a hook, and that wobbled him. So it was Pereira all over again. But Izzy got his wits back about him. I thought it was about to stop the fight right there. I was surprised that it went to decision, but he got his wits back about him, and he managed to survive through the end of the round. But man, right there, that was already a sign of. It wasn't a good sign. So yeah, that was possibly a sign of how things could have possibly gone, throughout the rest of the fight. And it was. So Strickland was very dominant. He had a very dominant performance throughout the entire fight. Like I said, he was checking the range. He was checking the rangefinder, which is Izzy's leg kicks, and he had a really good jab. So he threw a front kick out there every so often just to keep Izzy on the outside. And yeah, so he was able to get inside when he wanted to. He was able to get outside when he wanted to. And he did something near the end of the fight that was so disrespectful. And I was mad at Izzy because he couldn't do nothing about it. Or he didn't do nothing about it. Sean Strickland dropped his hands and walked forward and taunted Izzy. Normally, that's a death sentence for any fighter to do that. Like, yeah, if you do that, you catching a three-piece, which was another thing that I noticed about Adesanya's fighting style, was that he was fighting him the same way that he fought Pereira in the last fight, and how he fought Jan when he moved up to try to challenge for the light heavyweight title. He wasn't really throwing the combos that he usually throws. He was throwing more power shots, And here's the thing: when he was throwing those shots, Strickland was avoiding them. He was dodging them successfully. Izzy rarely misses when he throws shots. I mean, of course he does, because, you know, it's typical in any fight. You're not going to land 100% of the time. But more often than not, Izzy is known for his superior striking. his superior striking ability. So, you know, to have Sean Strickland dodge them with the efficiency of having a Sharingan is, yeah, it's crazy, you know? Because normally that's Izzy's thing. Izzy does that. So, yeah, like, you know, where, you know, the guy throws a kick and he dodges back and narrowly, you know, it narrowly misses his face, you know, like, so, yeah, that's, yeah, that in itself is, yeah, it's crazy, man. But, hey, hats off to Sean Strickland. He had a really good camp, even though he took the fight on short notice. Because originally, Izzy was supposed to fight Dracus because of the when his victory a couple pay-per-views ago. You know, Izzy called him out. So he was like, yeah, like he called him out. That was when they were saying, he said, I'm more African than you are. Like, so, yeah. But, which is crazy. Like, yeah, he grew up in South Africa his whole life. So, yeah, he is African American. And he's height. So, yeah, but anyway, enough about that. But, so, where do we stand now? Right now, Sean Strickland is the middleweight champion. He has dominated Izzy soundly, and it was a unanimous decision. All the judges agreed. So, yeah, like I said, he had a really good camp, even though he wasn't even initially set up to do this fight. But, you know, he showed up, he performed, and now the UFC has another Cinderella story, because in the press conference video that I did, he didn't even believe that he belonged on the main event card, you know, on the main card. But, you know, he's there. And a lot of that, because of that exchange that they had, that him and Izzy had back and forth, you know, also, you know, kind of set this fight up. Because once the fight, you know, I don't know what happened with Dracus, but once that fight fell through and got canceled, Izzy said, I want Strickland. So, hey, and that's another thing, you know, even despite what was said about, you know, about Sean Strickland or whatever, like, interview that he said, or what he said about certain people or whatever the case, he's a mono man, yo. Like he'll fight anybody. Cause when Pereira was on the verge of destroying anybody in the division, he stood up and said, all right, I'll fight him. Like, and you know, like, him and Izzy are alike in that, you know, in that sense. And even Strickland gave him props for that. So, yeah. But, yeah, like, that's, man, like, yeah, because so now we got this Cinderella story. And, you know, he felt as though, like, he didn't belong on the stage. He was even like, yeah, man, I'm probably the only one that don't belong here. That was in the press conference from last year. But, hey, props to talking shit and backing it up. And that's what Sean Strickland did, man. Love him or hate him. He did the work. Now he gets to reap the rewards. So, those are my thoughts. I'm mad. I'm upset because my guy lost. But, hey, I know he's going to bounce back and he's better for it. So, other middleweights, don't get excited because you are not on that short list. This does not open the division for you. Yes, if Sean Strickland beats Adesanya again, yes, you have a really good chance of winning the title. But he still got to go through that rematch first. So, yeah. Until then, if your name isn't Alex Pereira, Jan Blachowicz, or Sean Strickland, I would not breathe so easy. Well, shit, even if I was Sean Strickland, I wouldn't breathe so easy because he still got the rematch. But still, like those are the 3 losses. You know, the only 3 people that can say that they beat him. Originally, Pereira was the only one on that list, and you know, like now, like there's no more dodging it. I can't come up with any more loopholes or whatnot. Adesanya is officially defeated at middleweight. Pains me to say it, but yeah. I mean, yeah, because before going into last night's fight, Adesanya's 2 losses in the UFC came against light heavyweights. But Pereira weighed in at middleweight. But where is he now? Oh man, I'm just fucking with you guys. Oh, all right. So those are my thoughts, my breakdown of the fight. What did you think about UFC 293? Oh, another thing. I was surprised. I like Tai Tuivasa. I'm upset that he lost, but Alexander Volkov is no slouch. So, and Manel Kape, he won. So I guess they're gonna try to revisit that Kai Kara France fight in the near future. But in any case, we'll see. What did you think about it? Put your comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. We're going to chop it up in the comment section. My name's Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.